Play action now. Prescott. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
To Raheem Mostert. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, 49ers nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Flush to his right.
48-yard line.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
1st down, 49ers.
Now Gordon on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
22-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Operating from the gun. Jones got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Steps away to his left. He can run. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That ties the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense at their own 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Jones picked off around the 37.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jones. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 29, Prescott to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Lamb on the end around. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Prescott off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Bang, 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 bang. 47.
On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Cowboys 10, 49ers 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's
a gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Down at the 18-yard line.
On second and 9, Jones escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 9. Throwing, Jones. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Here we go, 46, 46.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
49er ball carrier taken down at the 19-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Jones off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
At the 20-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Got one. Whip, 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 whip. We're going to 54 right here. Shit. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, kill. 7. Switch it, hey.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Again, the ball.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 11-yard line.
57's the Mike. Rock 57. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 57. We're going to 53. Watch the run. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down, 49.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
49ers.
Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.